welcome in. We're doing D&D character creation, but for some reason on my schedule it says that, and then when I go live it switches it to the last thing it was instead of what I've set it up for. So I don't know how to fix that. I got to do a little bit more research. If you do know how to fix that and want to comment and let me know, that would be awesome, because I'm like, we're not working on my book today. We're working on my book tomorrow, but that was the last thing that I did. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm still new. I got to figure all of it out. There's a lot of things that I want to figure out. So anyway, that's fine though. We'll go ahead and get started. Hi, how's everybody? How's everybody's week been? You guys had a good week? I would say it was a pretty good week. It was definitely interesting for sure. I started a new schedule, so now I get to work an hour earlier, but I get to leave earlier as well. And I'm more of a morning person than I am night person. I think if I had to say, I would be like a 2 a.m. to 8 o'clock person. That would be my ideal. 2 a.m. to 8 o'clock. I like it when it's quiet and dark and there's less people conscious on my part of the world anyway. Not in other parts of the world, but that's fine. Also, if you didn't know, I have a YouTube channel. I would love for you to check it out. It is on my Twitch and it's pretty awesome. I create D&D characters using AI based on the description from a book of NPC characters, and it's an amazing book. It's by Jeff Ashworth, and he also does a bunch of other ones. I have one of his town settings and stuff that I haven't perused through yet, but I want to get through all of his NPCs and create all of them as well, and kind of give them a little bit of a face, and stuff like that. So that's what I do on my YouTube channel. Also, if you haven't followed me, I would love a follow. I'm trying to get up to 10 followers right now. I think I'm at 6, 4, somewhere in there. But yeah, if you enjoy it or are friends with me or related to me, I would appreciate that. I put too much creamer in this because I wanted to finish off the container, so now it's too sweet. But this is my second cup, so I guess I'll suck it up. Anyway, what was I talking about? My week. Week was pretty good. So I got that new schedule and it's been pretty chill. There was no language at work today or this week because the language department has the weeks off or something. I don't know, but it was nice for scheduling. Yesterday was interesting. So yesterday was Friday the 13th where I'm at. It was my husband's birthday. So happy birthday to him. And yeah, so it was Friday the 13th, husband's birthday. And then the weather decided to go loco because it's Friday the 13th. Why not? So it started snowing. And where I live at sea level. And it's not really supposed to snow here. So, and I lived in North Idaho for 14 years and I've had my fill of snow, particularly driving in snow. I can do it. I just really don't like to do it. Especially if there's any type of black ice or if there's so much slush that you're just, all over the road. I hate that. And if there's hills, so there are quite a few hills where I'm at. So hills and slushy snow are not great. So it was a little crazy. I think I got pictures of the snow. Let me see. Let's see if I can find some pictures of snow. Took some on my phone. So this was... Nope, I don't want to show you pictures of that. Okay, where'd my snow pictures go? Did I delete it? No. Okay. Okay. So that, if you can see, was snow. And it wasn't like little snow that just eventually went away. It was freaking lot of snow. Look at that. For where I'm at. For other parts of the world, it's like, oh, it's just a dusting. So yeah, the snow was interesting, and then it did not melt off. It is still here. It is sticking around. So that's the weather outside right now. And because it was like that, we did close early at work. We like closed at 2, and I think all the kids were gone by 3, which is nice. But also I was very confused because they didn't send out a notice to close until 2, and it had been snowing. It snowed a lot more than they predicted, so it was supposed to just turn into rain, but it kept turning into snow and staying snow. So that was intense. And then the day before they closed, because it was really windy and rainy, and I was like, we're used to that, like wind and rain. Yeah, that's our jam. So I was really confused on why they closed. but took so long to close for the snow. So it's funny. But work has been a little difficult. Just because, like, one thing, so I've had a hard time focusing at work, on what I'm supposed to be doing. I will often find myself in the afternoons, especially, like just staring at my work screen and wanting to do something really creative. Like yesterday, I was like, I really want to go paint. Be really fun to go paint. And so I was having a really hard time with that. So like motivation and focus have been really hard for me this week. And then I sent a work email that was not professional enough. So I got talking to, she emailed me about the proper protocol on how to do emails. And that just got me thinking of all the ways that I'm horrible at communicating, because I'm not a good communicator. You can ask anybody in my family. So that kind of got me down. But then I was like, it's okay. It's good. It's constructive feedback and criticism, so it's okay. And I know this is a weakness of mine, so it's good to have a reminder. So, but it's been okay. There are some really great people there that I love working with. So, and my dog is messing up my bed again that I just made. Like, he's completely destroyed my side of the bed. Like, are you happy, Dino? Just ripped. So I made the bed, and then he took his little paws and shoved it all towards him to make a little bed, and now it's completely ruined again. Doesn't even look like I made the bed. Jerk. It's a good thing he's cute, as all dogs are. Anyway, let's get into it, because since it was snowing so much, we didn't really celebrate my husband's birthday too much. So we're doing that today because the sun is out, and I'm hoping that it melts all this snow away, which it probably will. So we're gonna go out to dinner tonight and do stuff tonight. So I have things to do. I've got to do the laundry and all that jazz. So let's get started. We are going to make a D&D character. So my goal is to make a D&D character of every class, every type, because I think that would be a lot of fun. And then eventually I'll have so many characters that, I'll be in more campaigns and stuff, and then I'll get to play them. So I'm excited about that. It's gonna be good. Okay, so let me share my screen. Nope, you can't see my screen, can you? I don't know why it keeps doing this. It's so annoying. So annoying. Tech. Okay, let me see if I can fix it without having to call in the hubby. Hey, I did it. Okay, and then I just need to move that. Yes, I did it without the husby's assistance. See, I can learn things. I can do stuff. What's really funny is, so my husband's the tech master at home. And because I've lived with him for nearly 20 years, I have picked up on things. And so when I'm at work, I'm usually the tech person because we don't have a tech person. And they're like, can you teach us how to do Excel? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I Googled that and just learned that on my own, but I'm happy to teach. Okay, so let's get into it. So the green ones are the ones that we have already done. And then obviously the ones that we haven't done. So we have not done a barbarian yet. We've not done a rogue or a paladin or a sorcerer and a pugilist, but we're not going to be able to do pugilist until I buy that book, which I'm not doing today. And then all the backgrounds, we can't do any of the other backgrounds until I buy certain other things. So we're going to have to reuse backgrounds for now, which is fine. But we still have plenty of species that we need to be. So let's get into it. Why am I on my page? That's weird. Okay. So these are all the characters that we've done. Last time we did Nava Millibanks. She was a gnome cleric. I feel like, do we cross off gnome on my thing here? Good. Okay, we did. I was thinking dwarf. Okay, so she was a cleric. Before that we did a warlock dragonborn. And then, yeah, so let's make another character. Me creating. And again, I like to click this beginner because it gives you some options that you don't have to think about. And you can always change them later. So let's do it. Okay. It talks about creating your character, what rules you'll see. And then you can get rid of any sources if you want to. Okay, let's choose our class. So we have not played a sorcerer, a rogue, a barbarian, a paladin. Is there any other ones that we haven't played? Barbarian, rogue, paladin, sorcerer. Oh, we haven't done wizard either. No, we did wizard. We did wizard. Okay. So what should we do? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I really don't know which one to pick. So what I'm going to do is, there's a husky right by me, so I can't move my chair. Dogs follow me everywhere. Ooh. Take all my dice here. I just need a D4 though. I'll use my Robert Hartley dice. We'll do a D4 and we'll pick one. So we'll just go in order. So barbarian will be 1 and so on and so forth. Really need a bigger desk area. Don't want to spill my coffee. Okay. I got a 2. So, I did something with my keyboard. I got a 2. So that means we are doing the paladin. So we are picking a paladin today. Okie dokie. This back. I really miss my D&D campaign. We were supposed to have it yesterday, but because of reasons, one, it was my husband's birthday, and two, like somebody, like a bunch of other people couldn't make it, so we're like, okay, we're gonna have to push it. We'll push it again. So I don't think I have D&D until next week. It's been like a month, guys. I'm really like, I need my game. But okay, so we are a paladin. We are going to be a level 4 paladin. I like to start at level 4 because you get the subclass and stuff. Paladin traits. Let's do some proficiencies. I think religion should be one, and intimidation. We get lay on hands, which your blessed touch can heal wounds. You have a pool of healing power that replenishes when you finish a long rest. You can restore total number of hit points equal to 5 times your paladin level. That's nice. Sorry, I'm trying to drink my coffee before it gets really cold. It's starting to get cold. Spellcasting. We have learned stuff through spell and meditation. Let's choose some weapons, man. What do we want? What do we want? I kind of want this guy to have like guns. I'm not usually like a gun person, but I kind of want to like expand out a bit. So let's see. Let's do maybe a hunting rifle. He's hunting down the sinners. I don't think I want to do him. An antimatter rifle. That would be cool. Let's see. If you hit a creature with an antimatter rifle, the creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of your next turn. Ooh, yeah. Let's do that. And then he gets one more. What should we pick to do? A laser pistol? That might be cool. A laser pistol. Semi-automatic pistol. What does that do? Deal damage to the creature. You have advantage on your next attack roll. So they get disadvantage, you get advantage. What's the difference between that and the laser pistol? Not much. So I'm going to go with the laser pistol because it's got more flair. All right, more flair. All right, fighting style. We can do Blessed Warrior or Fighting Style Feat. What's Blessed Warrior? Does it say? You can you can use spells. Okay. And then Fighting Style. I always like the spells, so I'm going to go with Blessed Warrior. So let's choose some spells. Let's do... maybe Resistance would be good. That spell, you touch a willing creature and choose a damage type. When the creature takes damage of the chosen type, it's reduced. So this is really good for your allies. So like if you touch them and you're like, oh, you're resistant now to poison because you know that you're fighting like a giant spider that's poisonous. So that's a good one. All right, finish the coffee. Now I just have to drink my water. Okay. I like that one. So let's do that one. And then we can do... What's Sacred Flame again? Sacred Flame is... Let's see if this descends on a creature. Yeah, let's do Sacred Flame. And then we have Paladin Smite. We have the Divine Smite spell prepared. Channel divinity, we've got that as well. You can channel divine energy directly from the outer planes. And then subclass. We need to pick a subclass, and I think it's only going to give us... Oh, no, it's giving us more options. Ooh. Oath of the Watchers, Oath of the Open Sea, Oath of Devotion. What's Open Sea? Calls to seafaring warriors, swashbuckling sailors. I don't think that's really what we're doing here. What's Oath of the Watchers? Oath of the Watchers binds paladins to protect mortal realms from the predictions of explainer creatures, many of which by then that's Watchers own. Yeah, let's do Oath of the Watchers. So let's go to my thing here. We are doing a paladin. Oath of the Watchers. Make that green. Perfecto. Okay. Let's get back to it. Ability score. Choose a feat. Maybe alert. Yeah, let's do alert. Okay. Background time. It's story time. Okay, so we have all of these. We've done all of these. So we're just going to do another one again. I think we're just going to do soldier since he's a paladin. I mean, that seems solid to me. Okay, skill. Let's give him... Let's see, we have religion and intimidation. So maybe insight, I think, would be a good one. We have a military rank. Oh, this is okay. Let's see. What do we want to do with our friend here? He's haunted by the memories of war. I've lost too many friends, slow to make new ones. I kind of like that idea. I enjoy being strong and like breaking things. Polite and respectful. Yeah, let's do that. And you can choose more than one, but I'm not going to for now. Ideals, greater good, responsibility, independence. I kind of like that. I kind of like this. Independence. And then bonds, lay down your life. Someone saved my life in the battlefield. Oh yeah, I like that. That kind of ties in to that. Or we could do those who fight beside me are worth dying for. I like that. Maybe I'll add both. Did it add both? I don't think it did. Oh, nope, it did. It just took a minute. And flaws. When the monstrous enemies we face in battle still lose me from fear. I have little respect. I made a terrible mistake in battle that cost many lives. I hatred my enemies. I obey the law. I'd rather eat my armor than admit I'm wrong. Eat it. Get lots of iron and stuff from that. We'll go ahead. Well, I don't want to keep it a secret. Well, maybe we'll just add that. Sure, we'll keep it a secret. And then, so they'll show up down here. No, I guess you can't only pick one. No, they're both there. Never mind. And then I don't do the character details and stuff until later. Alignment, I think they would probably be lawful neutral. And then lifestyle, they can be modest. And then I'll leave faith blank for now, and then we'll get into the physical stuff later. because I need to know what species they are first. Okay, so show. We have not done an orc or a tiefling or a dwarf or a rock gnome or an aarakocra or a deep gnome. We've only done one of the 4 types of genasies. Let's do... I kind of... maybe an orc. Kind of feeling the orc or a dwarf. Let's see. Humanoid. Stone cutting. You can use tremor sense. That's not bad. What about orc? When you're reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can drop to 1 hit point instead. Ooh, I like that. We can take a dash as a bonus action. Okay, I'm gonna choose orc then. So let's go to my spreadsheet here. We'll mark off orc. An orc paladin, which is kind of funny if you think about it, but save. And then I'm going to exit out of that because we don't need it anymore for today. Okay, so creature type. We're humanoid. We're that tall-ish. Let's make them a little bit smaller. So we'll just go at the bottom edge of that as 6 feet. And we're going to choose languages. So let's have them speak orc. And I think maybe dwarvish. You know, because they run into each other in the Mines of Moria, don't they? Okay, so now that we have that, we can go back to background and fill out some of these physical... Oh, I forgot to select tool efficiency. So let's choose... Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. Physical characteristics. So height, I'm gonna say they're just 6 feet. My cap lock on? Feet. I'm gonna say they have gray eyes. Their skin is kind of a like a, let's say like a charcoal gray, very gray. And we'll have their hair be black. I'm kind of thinking female. Man, the birds are chirpy out there today. Chirp, 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 chirp. Weight, an orc paladin. We'll say they're 175 pounds. And then age, thinking maybe like 34 years-ish. Okay, so that is what they look like. Got that filled out. And then the ability score. So let's choose the standard array. Let's do +1s all across there. So their highest, I think their highest is going to be Constitution. And then they'll have Strength. And then probably like Charisma, Dexterity, Intelligence, and Wisdom will be their lowest. But we're going to increase their Wisdom score. And then we'll increase Intelligence. And we'll increase Dexterity. Okay, Cool, cool, cool. Starting equipment. What are we choosing? We've got a dagger. We got a set of bone dice. Nice. Set of common clothes. And a pouch with 10 gold pieces. And yeah, let's just choose all that stuff. Oh, there we go. And then what do we want here? We want an amulet, an emblem, a holy symbol, or a reliquary. Let's go with emblem. Why not? Alrighty. So let's do that. And then we need to come up with a name for this person. The first thing that pops into my head is Helga. So I'm going to do Helga. And she's an orc that's a paladin. So maybe like Dark Lightson. Helga Dark Lightson. I'll go with that. And then we need a picture of an orc woman. Let's see here. Again, I wish they would put a search feature on here so you could just search for the type of thing that you're wanting instead of having to scroll through all these. Is this a female? I can't tell. Like, I can't really tell. It's hard to see. Let's just say yes. She got the black hair, the gray, and the gray. It could be a guy too, but I really don't care. She's pretty tanky, so she's got that masculine energy. All right. You character sheet. What do we got here? Okay, Helga Darklightson. We have +2 strength, +2 constitution, +1 dexterity and charisma, a -1 wisdom, and then 0 intelligence. Awesome. But when we do saving throws, we're proficient in wisdom and charisma. So, initiative is 3. I feel like I should have put more in wisdom since they are a paladin. Maybe I should switch that. You know what? We'll just keep it how it is. See how that goes. I am proficient in athletics, insight, intimidation, and religion. So, spells, divine smite, resistance, sacred flame. I have lay on hands and an anti-meta rifle, paladin smite, divine divinity, all that jazz. Right. Cool. Armor class is 11. It's not as high as I would like, so maybe we could go to our inventory. It says we have heavy armor. Oh, add new proficiencies. Let's do armor. Let's do... Let's do a shield. Did I not take there? Where do we go? Oh, do we get to pick? Did I just lose it? Where'd it go? Okay, well, let's do then chainmail. Why is it? Okay. Let's... I don't know what it's doing. Okay. Well, we have chainmail on there now and more shields. Let's just do... Armor. Add. Okay, let's see what we got and let's equip that. So having that will give us a disadvantage on stealth. Because of course it will. I mean, you're loud and clanky. So that's fine. We're not proficient in stealth anyway. So it will give us a disadvantage. Which again, I think is fine. That bumps us back or bumps us up to 16 though, which is way better than 11. Okay, so let's go ahead and create Miss Helga on Hero Forge. Alrighty. So orc. Why is this orc? I don't know. All right, there's the orc with the ponytail. Looking good, Helga. Okay. Head. Let's see here. Vampire features. Delicate features. Oh my god, that's kind of terrifying. That's kind of terrifying, y'all. Taking away the face. Let's see here. Damage features. Elderly, distinguished. Oh, so wise. So freaking weird. Orcish. Is that the only orcish? Well, I guess they're not pretty, are they? All right, orcish features. That's fine. Let's change up this hair though, because I am not digging that. That looks wrong as well. Need like warrior hair. Warrior hair. I don't know, it just looks weird with the orc. Maybe no hair? Should we try no hair? Well, looking good, Helga. That one's not too bad. Might do that one. I kind of like that one. We'll go ahead and do that one. Okay. So, and then eyes, we'll keep how they are. I don't want any of that. Body. Do we want default? Muscular? Muscular? See, but then they don't look like an orc. Like, well, I guess she just looks tiny, I guess. No, we'll keep her like that. She's fine. Clothing. Historic chainmail. Let us see, good sir, what that looks like. Ah, yes, the historic chainmail. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't think it's right though. You can't even tell she's an orc. Let's not do that. Let's get some pants on. Chainmail leggings. Yeah, we'll just do the chainmail leggings. And then the one thing I don't like about this is the skirt's like always like triangle out, and I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let's see. I don't know if they would necessarily have a skirt, maybe just a belt. Wouldn't really be a monarch belt. See, look how big these clothes are on this person. And that's orc. A sash belt. Ugh, I need to get a shirt for them because this is just driving me nuts. Spartan breastplate. Oh, they got new stuff here. Yeah, they would have chainmail. I'll just keep the chainmail leggings because I don't really like the shirt. Shirt and tie. Oh, what should we pick? Do 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 do. Oh, that's just the belt. Okay. Don't get none of the other stuff. Flowing robes. Very chest armor. Our orc looks so funny. Alrighty. Let's see. They're a paladin. So elegant. I think we gave that to Ezekiel. I think that's more of an angel thing. Let's see. Sweater, weta. Oh, I kind of feel like that might be a good one. It's kind of got that paladin bulkiness. Let's do that. And then let's do, we put shoulder pads on there. Will that look ridiculous? Nah, I like that. Let's do that. And then let's do the legs. I wanted to do the knees. Do that. Or more like this. Yeah, more like that. That's the paladin style, baby. All right. And then I really don't like this sash either. So let's get rid of it. But I do want, well, maybe I don't want something there. Maybe that was fine. We'll leave it there for now, but she definitely needs feet, like boots. Boots with the fur. Do we have any? I mean, we've got these. Ooh, fancy. Ooh, I like it. I like the boots. She's elevated with the boots. Looking good with the boots. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so now that we got that, I'm liking that. Let's get her weapons going. She had guns. Let's pretend that this is her laser pistol. Oh, but I don't want it in her hand. Can it be on her belt? I guess it would be on her side, wouldn't it? Yeah. Ooh, Helga, looking good. All right, she's got that. And then apparently some type of rifle. Right? Is that what we picked for her? A rifle? An antimatter rifle? Let's see. Inventory. Where would I find that? Where is it? I know I saw it. Oh yeah, she does. Antimatter rifle. Antimatter rifle. So we need to find like a rifle. And I'm probably going to put the rifle on her back, actually. Possible. Let's see. It's not going to let me put it on her back. She can put other things on her back. Maybe like a shield. Shields. Well, just funky cloaks and backpacks. Yeah, they're all that. Back items. Okay, there we go. Let's try. No rifles. Shale pistol. Okay, well then let's see if we can have her hold it then. I don't think they have rifles in this. And I am utterly disappointed. Oh, nope, it's just a different category. Sweet. Okay. Then let's find a rifle that looks pretty cool. Modern assault rifle. Let's see. Antimatter rifle. This one might be cool. We'll go with that one. All right. So there is our modern Lady Helga. Let's go ahead and put her in a good pose here because I don't feel like that's realistic. She just ready to go with the hip to the side. I almost love it. I wish she could stand on the other hip though, without the handout. She's getting too sassafras. No. No. Kind of like that one. Maybe we'll go with that. Yeah, we'll do that. And then let me go back to her head real quick. Her face. I don't want to miss it up completely because then that's just going to suck. That's a little better. I think I like that a little bit more. Really need to put some eyes in her though because she's driving me crazy with the blink stares. So let's go. Let's see. She was kind of purplish, wasn't she? Oh no, gray. She's gray. So let's go to paints. Let's go to eyes. She had gray eyes. Get these eyes in here. Oh yeah. We could have her have regular looking eyes. Void teller. Ooh. Draconic, rodent, aquatic lizard, blank. Ugh, not blank eyes. All right, we'll keep the gray eyes. And then her skin is also kind of grayish. Let's see if we can find some grayish skin. Silva, draconic, Luna elf, moon elf, high elf, demon black. Ash. I think Ash is going to be our best bet here. Got to get all the little bits here. Part of the hand that's not colored. Nope. Okay, I think I got all of her skin. All right, Helga. Helga. Okay, so she's got the gray, I think for maybe lips. Do like the demon blue maybe? Nah, that's popping too much. Lunar blue? No, that's a little better. Yeah, we'll do that. Barely noticeable. Okay, let's do hair. She has black hair. Do charcoal ice cream. Make sure we got it all. And then get her there. To make her a little bit more feminine, I think I'm going to add. Now, I always have a hard time finding. Did I just find it? Did I just find it? Ah, I did. Good. Okay, I just found it. Decals. Should we give her eyeliner? Ah. I don't think we're going to give her that. I want her to have eyelashes. Oh gosh, my contacts. I really need to change my contacts, man. Simple eyelashy thing, maybe like this. And that's too fancy, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. I might change her eyebrows too. Ooh, should we add some scars? do another layer to add both. I think she'd have scars as a paladin, right? Maybe on the face. Let's add the flavor. Okay, and then let's go back to paints. Zoom in here. We, I think, want her eyeliner to be pretty subtle. So let's go to glass is not subtle. Bone, like a gray. Let me just paint. Uniform gray primer. What do we think? Yeah. Just got gray. And then for the scars, we can do flesh again. And then maybe the fleshy bits. Dry lips. And like a silvery type. What do you think of that? I think that looks pretty good. I like it. All right, so let's do her rifle next. So it's an antimatter rifle. Let's do, I'm gonna make it metal. Metal. Maybe like a polished copper? Because I think she's probably gonna have more gray. It says iron. Polished copper. We'll mix it up with some just regular copper too. Although it does look exactly the same, so maybe with the rose gold. Gotta be careful when you're doing that so you don't accidentally highlight the wrong one, because that sucks. Okay, I think we got everything on the gun. Okay, so that's our gun. That's our rifle. Our antimatter rifle. There we go. Let's go ahead and do her pistol, our laser pistol. Or should we do this? Actually, I think I'm gonna give her chainmail. Do her chainmail. Is that all the chainmail she has? I think so. And then we can do her metal here. Okay. Oh, in here. And here. Okay. So we've got the gray. I want her to be like pretty neutral for the most part. Not a lot of bright, flashy colors. I think her gun might be the brightest thing on her. Maybe we'll do like a red. Do a red and copper so they kind of match. Okay, there's her gun. And then let's do, I always like to do leather for the belts. So let's do like a dark leather. And for her holster. And then we can just do a black for the top here. Okay. And then what else? We should she have gold? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe No, that needs to be muted. There we go. That's better. Then maybe this color for the rest of the armor. Again, like I said, you got to be careful, otherwise you accidentally highlight the completely wrong thing. Guess there's this little bit right here. Then her heels. Make it all one. There we go. All right, so we're almost done with her. Let's do this part. Okay. There we go. Awesome. All right, there's her armor. Now we're going to do the rest of her outfit, which is not metal, it doesn't look like. So let's just go to that. See what color do we want here. This is a nice color. Kind of keeps in line with our thing here. Do we want that? Yeah. So I like this color a lot. And her back here. There we go. Okay. And then I think maybe could do a woolly wood. What does that look like? Well, that's not too bad actually. Let's go with that. Or a good chunk of it. I think I'll pick one more color as well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick one more color. I mean, I don't have to pick one more color, but I would like to pick one more color. Okay. Apologies for it being a little bit more than an hour like my usual, but we're having fun, so I'm not going to stop, and we're almost done anyway. So for the last color, let's do hotter terracotta. I think that's too bright. Shaggy space. Don't like that either. Let's see. I think charcoal cashmere. Yeah, I'd go with that. We'll do that. Like I said, I don't want her to be too bright. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think the brightest thing on her is her belt buckle there, which I'm also kind of not liking. We'll switch the belt buckle to a different metal. There we go. I think that's better. Okay, well, there is Helga. We just need to do her stage. Or I guess color her stage. Kind of like this blue. Yeah, all right. Well, there is Helga. That's what she looks like. She's ready to kick some butt and give some blessings. I really like this character. I think it turned out well. It's Helga. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, let's be done with that. Okay. So yeah, that was Helga. Dark Lightson. That's a hard last name to say. For me anyway. But anyway, I hope you guys had fun. And again, if you did have fun and you enjoyed it, I would appreciate a follow. That would be awesome. And then you guys could check out my YouTube channel. And I'm going to go and maybe play in the snow before it goes away and celebrate my husband's birthday. So I'll see you guys later.